Hey, LeBron, on a night when the shot isn't falling, I think you were 6 for 18 early in the fourth. What is it mentally that gets you to that point where you can rip off a stretch like you did?
Just the work I've put into my craft over the years. I missed a lot of really good looks early on, and my teammates just kind of just telling me, just bring us home, and when you get, you continue to get the confidence from your teammates and continue to trust the work that you put in. You live with the results no matter what.
What kind of advice, if any, have you been giving Taylor throughout this stretch as he's been figuring out what his role is going to be, and how rewarding is it for you to see him have a game bounce back like tonight?
It was phenomenal. It was so rewarding. It was amazing to see Taylor be himself or get back to himself once again. Just his ability to score the ball, his ability to get into the lane and finish, his shot-making ability. We've been missing that, and I know he's, been missing it in himself as well. But just been telling him just to be yourself, continue to be yourself, and tonight he was that, and we needed everything he gave us tonight. We needed every cent of it.
As someone who prides yourself in efficiency, to see as a team only have 5 turnovers, how do you walk away from a performance like that?
Well, that's the reason we won the game. We won the game because we did not turn the ball over tonight, and when we get shots at the goal, we can be very dangerous. And we weren't shooting the ball well at all, and because we didn't turn the ball over, we caught fire. We caught fire, and because we got shots at the goal and we didn't turn the ball over, and especially against a team like Sac, with one of the fastest, if not the fastest guard in the league, and De'Aaron Fox, you turn the ball over, it results in fast break points on the other end. So, that was great to hold them to 6. We held them to 6 fast break points because we did not turn the ball over.
LeBron, I know how you feel about the conversation about minutes in general, but generally coming to the season with a plan. I don't know if 37 minutes a night was the plan. Is that something are you comfortable with that number if that's the way it is the rest of the season? Does that work?
Obviously, throughout the course of a game, we try to pick moments where I could get her some rest, and obviously, without AD, we've all had to pick up in some ways that we, probably didn't beforehand. So that's, doing more of the rebounding, doing more screening, doing more taking charges, doing more blocks, trying to block shots, and also, picking up a few more minutes as well. Like I said, I've always put myself in a position where I can, play heavy minutes and, and do whatever it takes to help this team win. So, coach has done a good job, even, either through Frank or, with Fizz was the interim coach at the time, just trying to watch my minutes at times, but we also need to win ball games as well. So I feel pretty good. I don't feel like that I'm playing 37 minutes a game or whatever. And it's also not the record for me. So my average of season, we're average 42.5 for a whole season. So I even got a most minutes for the season plaque at my house. You didn't even know they gave those out, did you? The NBA.
What does it look like?
It looks like a plaque. It's like a wooden plaque, and it says, no, not a block. It's like a crest, basically, and it says the most minutes played for the season.
Where is it? It should have been on his phone.
No, it's in Ohio. It's in my house in Ohio.
It's like an attendance award. That makes sense to me.
This ain't the record for me. This is basically what I'm saying.
LeBron, what's it like to see a young player like Malik? Obviously, a pretty confident offensive player in general, but after what happened in Charlotte, maybe that could have been shaken a little bit. To see him kind of catch his stride and play with so much confidence and swagger on the court, seems like it's going up every game.
It's funny. Just a little quick backstory. Me and Jay Kidd, we talked a lot last year. We wanted him last year. When Charlotte stopped playing him last year, or they will play him and then sit him for 5 or 6 games, and then they will play him, and then you will see, him have a game in Miami where he had 8 or 9 threes in Miami, and then they will sit him and not play him. Me and Jay Kidd will talk all the time, is there a way we can snatch this guy from their roster? Through patience and through timing, we was able to get him in the summertime this summer, which is still kind of doesn't make sense to me, but We're happy to have him. He's a dynamic player, and I always just think about that two-headed monster that they had at Kentucky with both of those guys, him and De'Aaron. They literally was just electrifying, just taking turns. So, we're happy to have him here.
Obviously a huge part of the turnovers tonight, Russ with 0. And we asked him, about the 5 team turnovers. He said, well, it shows what we can put our minds to and what we can do. But on a personal level for Russ, him going from 9 to 0 night to night, what does that tell you about what Russ can do when he kind of puts his mind to something?
Well, it's almost impossible to answer that question when you said on a personal level for Russ. I think that, as a team, we understand when we don't turn the ball over. And I think it's when I always want to say, it's the difference between attack turnovers and careless turnovers. When we don't have a amount of careless turnovers, we're really, really good. When we have a lot of careless turnovers, it doesn't allow us to set our defense, and we get ran out on in transition where we're not able to get back. So the attack turnovers, we got so many guys that can attack. Malik, myself, Russ, Taylor, Melo as well, AD when he's playing. So that's going to happen. But it's the careless ones that hurt us. And that's for all of us as a team, and we understand that. And, we did a hell of a job tonight. With 5 turnovers, that might be a season low for us. And it resulted in a win.
LeBron, Frank was saying before the game that it's kind of a game-to-game situation with whether he wants to go with a guy like Dwight or DJ in a given matchup, depending on what an opponent is doing. What has that process been like for you guys, kind of adjusting to these smaller lineups, but then also maybe quarter to quarter things kind of changing schematically that way?
Listen, whoever number is called, we got to be all ready to adjust, got to be ready to go. But I feel like we're in a really good flow right now with certain lineups that we know we can play, certain lineups we know we can go to. And, tonight, Dwight definitely came in and just gave us the energy and effort that we needed. Coming in, giving us, 7 offensive rebounds, 7 defensive rebounds, 14 total, and 14 points. He had a double-double in 21 minutes. It was, everything that we needed. So, we just, and whenever, as a professional, obviously we know it's tough when you want to play and sometimes your number's not called, but it's also even more of a professional when you stay ready and your number is called and you go out and produce. So, definitely game ball to Dwight tonight, and we needed every second of it, every minute of it. Appreciate it.